one thing that's come up quite unexpectedly is this definite sort of line through here, which gives a nice little line, reminiscence of something like that. There might be a lake or a sea out beyond this these hills. So that's happened because my collage layer, which is my very first layer, which you'll see if you watch my preparing pages video, I prepare my page by putting a layer of text pages down, and so this layer of was the bottom layer of text was obviously a thicker paper than some of the top layers. You can see a little bit of it up here, but it's not quite as obvious. Now, one thing I did forget was to put the stars in. So having to sort of, I've splattered a few stars in this area here, and then having to be careful of the tree and the bird. So it really would have been better to have done that last layer of stars before. Now, in the southern sky, southern hemisphere, we have a constellation called the Southern Cross, and being a little bit patriotic, it's the Southern Cross that's on the Australian flag. So, and its point, I'm not quite sure, I'll have to read up on that, what it actually signifies, what part of it gives you the line of due south, where it goes to the horizon from the bottom of the pointers. So on my painting I'm going to do the Southern Cross. So I'm just going to use a needle, and I'm just going to put a little prick through the tracing paper to give me an idea as to where that star is going to be. Just to put a little sort of dent in the paper. If I was starting on the left-hand side of the page, I would have just probably written straight out in the text or in the marker. But because I'm starting on the edge and I'm in danger of not having enough space for my words, I like to do them in pencil, just get a bit of a rough idea in pencil as to whether or not the words actually are going to fit in. I always approach this part with trepidation because of smearing in case it's not properly dry. So always just leave it for a long time before you come back and rub out your lines, just to make sure that the lettering is dry. So yet I will endure the darkness. So if I scrunch it up a bit, it might fit. So this is what I do. the pen I'd like to use, I write it on a piece of paper and then pull it in and see. That's not going to work. The gel pen is going to smudge, so what I'm going to do is make dots every probably inch.